Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, bringing you new album reviews. That's right, all the damn time. Today we're going to take a look at a reissue, a remaster of a much-loved album by a much-loved band. That band is UFO, the great British hard rock band. The reissue, the remaster, is for their January 1980 album, their 8th studio album called No Place to Run. Comes to us via Chrysalis Records, deluxe treatment, deluxe remaster, reissue treatment. We've got a 2025 remaster on the album, plus a full live show from the Marquee in London, November 16th, 1980. Let's take a look here. We've got the slipcase. Woohoo, yeah, slipcase, right? Generally speaking, we do get those on these UFO reissues. There's a very cool shot of the guy. I always liked the cover for this. I thought they just kind of looked badass, right? Sitting there in front of the gasoline tanks, terminals, whatever you want to call it, right? It's funny, for the longest time, like when I was younger and I really didn't pay much attention to the cover, I always thought that they were in a train station. They are not. They're there looking like they're getting ready to pump gas, right? Whatever. All right, let's take a look here at this digipack, right? So if you pop the discs out, you get that right there. And on this side, more session stuff, right? And we got a nice little booklet too. I'll show you that. It's actually not a booklet. I forgot. I've got too many of these. It's like a fold-out type of thing. So, but you get lots of info. It's like a little mini poster, so to speak. Lots to read. And I guess the reason they did the poster thing is they wanted to give you that. Personally, I don't like the poster things. I like an actual booklet. But, hey, they didn't ask me, right? Lots of cool info on here. So, of course, this is the lineup of the band. This is the just post Michael Schenker leaving after Strangers in the Night. Phil Mogg on vocals, Paul Chapman on lead guitar, Paul Raymond, rhythm guitar and keyboards, Pete Way on bass, Andy Parker on drums. Album produced by George Martin. I was going to say Martin Birch. George Martin, engineered by Jeff Emmerich. Original album cover art done by, or cover photography done by Hypnosis. Let's talk about the album first. So, as many of you know, if you've watched me here on the channel over the years talking about UFO and this album specifically, I really like this album. However, I don't rank it as high as maybe I should because I never liked the production of George Martin on here. It's a nice production for any other band other than UFO. I find the songs are really good. You know, Letting Go is terrific. Mystery Train is great. This Fire Burns Tonight. Gone in the Night. Young Blood is terrific. You know, No Place to Run. The title track, Take It or Leave It, is great. Money, Money. I mean, Any Day. I mean, they're all really good songs. They're well-written songs. They're catchy. They're in that UFO kind of tradition, right? They scream UFO. Yeah, different lineup. But I think Paul Tonka Chapman fits right in. His guitar playing is very good. There's good riffs on here. Great solos. Phil is singing great. No issues with the songs. I find the production, I always have, even with the remaster doesn't change anything. If they did a remix, that would be a different story. It still sounds very dry, and there's no balls to the songs, the way it's produced. I feel the guitars, while they sound great, the riffs are cool, the solos are great, they're missing something. There's a certain kind of flatness to the production of this album that I think takes away from the impact it could have had this production had a little bit more balls. George Martin, great producer. You know, you listen to stuff like the Beatles stuff and you listen to Jeff Beck Blow by Blow. He's amazing on doing all that stuff. But with UFO, a band that's got to be dirty, it's got to be heavy, riffs got to be just crunchy and kind of a little on the grimy side. It's too squeaky clean for me. The remaster doesn't change that at all. So I love the songs. I think it's a very good album. This could be an amazing, amazing album with more vibrant, crunchy production that just gives a rock band more of what they need to be that rock band on record, right? So again, that's just my thing. I know other people who really like the production of this album. Again, it's a good production for what it is. I don't think it's a good production for UFO. Still, great songs, really good songs. I would love to see this remixed and give, like, especially the guitars, a lot more balls. And I think all of a sudden this becomes a much, much better album than it already is. Okay, so that's that. Then again, like I said, if you've already liked the production of this album, the remaster, just, I don't know if it's that much different than the old version that I have, but I still have the same issues I have with the production itself. All right, as far as the live album, so by the time they go and do the tour and play this show, like I mentioned, which was on November 16, 1980, they've already had one lineup change. So now Paul Raymond is out. He's already flown the coop to go join up with Michael in the MSG. Neil Carter comes in on rhythm guitar and keyboards. So basically takes Paul's place, doing exactly the same thing. And here they go and play their full set from this tour. Now, let's keep in mind, because when I started listening to this, I was interested because I started hearing songs. I'm like, wait a second, those songs are not on No Place to Run. Those songs are from The Wild, the Willing, and the Innocent, which is the next album that's upcoming in early January. So this is November, mid-November. They've already got the new album scheduled to hit in early January. So they very short period of time between albums here. Even if you follow the album after that, was early '82. So they're pumping out albums pretty quick. So here you've got Chains, which kicks off the show. That's, of course, on the next album, which hasn't yet come out yet when they played this show. You got Letting Go. You got Long Gone. Long Gone is also on The Wild, the Willing, right? So great versions here. So right off the bat, 3 Tonka-era UFO songs, 2 from the upcoming album, 1 from the current album that had just released earlier that year. Then we got some familiar territory from the Schenker years. You got Cherry, you got Only You Can Rock Me, then the title track, No Place to Run, from this one. Then you got a great version of Love to Love, right from the Lights Out album. You got Hot and Ready, which is done really, really well. You don't hear them play that live too often, so it's very cool to hear that. You got Mystery Train, okay, which of course is from the No Place to Run album. Then you got Too Hot to Handle. You got a scorching version of Lights Out, really good, including introductions to the band and whatnot. Some cool things they're doing, and I've never heard Lights Out as using as a point to introduce all the band members, but also to do these little solos and to do kind of like extended, just kind of vamping and stuff like that. It's very, very cool, and I think Tonka sounds really good on there. Then you got Rock Bottom, which is cool. I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to Rock Bottom. I got to hear Michael Schenker on that. I got to hear Michael Schenker doing that long solo. Chapman's doing a fine job. He's really good. He ain't quite Schenker. So to me, mixed feelings about that. Then you got Doctor, of course. So yeah, a very cool live recording. Like I said, the first major tour with Paul Chapman in the lead guitar spot. He had appeared with UFO previously, filling in for Schenker and whatnot, but this is the first he is a full-time member of the band going forward, right, for a number of years. Also, I wanted to mention on disc 1, you've got a couple of things. You got Youngblood, the single version of Youngblood, and then you got 2 alternative studio versions, one for Gone in the Night, the other for No Place to Run. So got some interesting takes there, whatever, it's worth a cursory listen or two. But they got the right versions on the album, right? So overall, very cool set. If you're a UFO fan, if you're a fan of this album, you got to have it. I mean, for me, I made the decision to get this based on the live show, and the live show is very, very good. It's very well recorded. Phil Mogg is singing great. The band just sounds really good. Andy Parker's really nailing the drums on it. Really, really good. And I think, like I said, Neil Carter fits right in. It's like if you didn't know it, you wouldn't even know there was a difference between him or Paul Raymond, right? Because I think the one thing here that you get's a little bit different on Doctor, both Neil and Paul are playing guitar, and like towards the end, they're kind of dueling solos at the end. I will say Neil Carter, as we found out on the Moggs Hotel album, Neil Carter's a really good guitar player, and I think he's a much better guitar player than Paul Raymond ever was. So you get some like cool leads from him on Doctor, which is kind of neat. You can hear them both playing in different channels when you're listening to it. So yeah, overall, this is a super set, right? For the live album alone, right? So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. If you're a fan, you got to have it. Like I said, don't expect remix on the original album. It's just a remaster. It doesn't sound all that much different. Still sounds like the same album to me, but the live album is really, really cool. And this will now replace my existing copy of No Place to Run. So there you have it. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. Thank you in advance for all your support, folks. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Lots more reviews coming over the next few days, next week. So, yeah, stay tuned. Should have new Halloween for you over the next couple days. Got new Sia Saren, got new Terramaze, new Wukan, all sorts of stuff. So stay tuned for more, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.